Hey, real quick, I just want to take time out, man, to let everybody know that I appreciate you guys watching my videos. Appreciate you guys clicking on the video, just showing interest in it. I put a lot into these videos just to get that message out, just to send that signal as sales, right? Real quick, just want to let you guys know, right? Just think about it. The same way that our cells and our bodies are functioning, right? We think we're one body, but we're not one body. We're trillions of cells moving as one unit, right? The way our bodies stay functioning is based off the cells in our body, sending signals to each cell within the body to keep the body functioning. Remember, we cells that makes up this body, what we call Earth or life, right? So the same way our cells and our bodies are working and functioning to keep us moving so we can move and stretch our arms and do what we do, right? I ask you guys to do the same thing, right? If you can, if you guys are getting any type of anything from these videos, a change of mind, a change of perspective, right? Anything to where you changing your everyday thing, your everyday thinking or everyday ways, and it's based off a certain video of mine, right? All I ask is for you guys to hit the subscribe button, leave a comment if you can, share the video. It helps the message get out there. It helps these videos get out there, and it helps other cells receive that signal, right? Just by hitting that button, you're sending that signal. And remember, everything is energy. Everything is sex. Sacred energy is change. So if you're receiving something based off this energy that I'm giving you, reflect that energy back to me just by hitting that button, hitting that subscribe button, hitting that like button, hitting that share button, leaving a comment or something, right? It just helps, y'all. So I'm doing my part. You guys do your part. I appreciate you so much. Keep watching the vids, and I'm gonna keep them coming. Now let's get to it. You too. What's happening, y'all? Look, like I always say, man, look, everything good, right? I see you good. I see everybody good, Everybody who they need to be and everybody where they need to be. Understand that. Remember, this is all mental. Life is all mental, so it's all based off perspective. So if you ain't liking where you at, if you ain't liking the person that you are, if you feeling like you ain't liking and you ain't okay with where you at, understand. It's all about perspective, right? Change your perspective, change your mind, change the way you're viewing things, and watch your situation change. Watch your reality change. It's just that simple, y'all, right? Which leads me into what I wanted to talk about today, right? Remember, this is a mental game we're playing, y'all. Life is a mental game. Be in the world, not of the world. So mentally, you have to let it go, right? We have to learn to let things go, y'all, right? Change your perspective on everything, on everybody. You feel me? Change what you know. Like Bruce Lee say, empty your cup. You feel me? You have to empty your cup, then refill it with real knowledge, with real information. Understand we are cells, y'all. You feel me? Right? And you can. What's a cell? That's programming off of information that don't go along with your body. Remember, you're not one body. You're trillions of cells moving as one unit. And the moment one of those cells start to act and move around, right, and do things on their own, that cell would be considered a cancerous cell. Because now it's operating off of information that don't go along with your genetics, with your DNA, with your genes. Because every cell holds your genes, who you are, your blueprint of who you are, how you look, how you walk, how you talk, right? Every cell holds that information. So the moment one cell changes information, you understand? The one moment one cell changes information and starts to act differently within the body that goes against your functioning of your body, that body would be considered a cancerous cell. because now it's operating off of different information. Understand what I'm saying, y'all? Now listen, we the cells, I'm a vessel, you a vessel, right? That person over there a vessel, everybody in your house a vessel, your friends vessels, we're cells that makes up this organism, what we call Mother Nature, Earth, life. So we have to understand the information that we're living off of got us being cancerous cells, y'all. Because we have no clue of what we get. We have no clue of who we are and where we at. So we're operating and vibrating and moving around off of information that has no, right? It has nothing to do with nature, with this body, with this understanding and this knowing of what we at. We don't know where we at. We have no clue where we at. Like I said, I had made a video telling y'all we are the cubs in the zoo, right? When Mama and Daddy Lion, when they went to the jungle and got Mama and Daddy Lion out the real jungle in Africa, these real places where they real habitat, where they belong, and brought them to the States. You understand? Then eventually them real lions from the jungle died off, leaving just the baby cubs there. And the baby cubs was born in the zoo. All they know is the zoo, and all they ways goes with that zoo. And the zookeepers, and the sheltering, and the zookeepers feeding them. Right? They have no clue on Africa and the real jungle and they real land, where they really from, with their real ways, their real survival instincts. They have no clue. Because they've been in this zoo. They was born here and that's all they know. We the little baby cubs because we was born here and that's all we know. We have no clue on our real world outside of this society. You understand? We have no clue in the real world outside of this grid, outside of Babylon. You feel me? Outside of this society, or these squares. Listen to me. Mentally, you have to change your state of mind, change your perspective, right? You have to let it go. That means stop wanting the things that you're wanting if it go with this society. That means stop doing the things that you're doing if you learned it within the society and you got it and you learned these ways or you was put in these, right? If it was all from this society, that means change your lifestyle. Your lifestyle goes with this society, y'all. And this is a mental perspective, what I'm telling you. You have to change your mind. Do you hear me? You have to change your mind, change your perspective on what life is, right? You have to let it all go and watch your reality change. And you thinking the things that you let it go, it's like, right? Because, no, you have to let these things go. You understand? Because this is a mental game we're playing. Like I tell you, we're nothing but consciousness, right? Although you see me on this phone, you see yourself, you know you this, right? You see your mama, your daddy, your kids, your this. Like I say, this is all consciousness happening. This is all light. This is all God. You understand? This is one consciousness, one beer bottle, like I say. And if I break that beer bottle, all the little pieces is who we are. One consciousness, a bunch of pieces of mind. We're the minds, we're the angles of light. Because remember, the consciousness is the light. Everything here, when we look into that sky and we see that sun, that's the expression of God. Just like we the expression of our genetic code. It's nothing but electrical signals. That's why we only able to experience reality through the five senses. This is all electricity. This is all light. This is all God, because God is the consciousness. Consciousness expresses itself through that sun, through light. You understand? And that light has broken itself up in many angles, which will be considered your astrological programming. That's your projection. That's the light you're living within. That's your mind. That's your peace of mind. That's your piece of light. That angle, depending on how that angle was, is what gives you your perspective, how you view life. And you're walking within that projection. You're walking within that light, receiving and sending signals. Listen to me, y'all. That's why I say be in the world, not of it. You're not here. Don't get your mind lost and caught up in these physical things, these material things, y'all. That's not what you're here to do. You're here to gain understanding. You're here to build understanding. You're here to know thyself. You're here to bring heaven on earth. You understand? The heavenly kingdom is the state where you are in commune with God. So it's the state of mind where you are in commune with God. Who is God? God is that Son. God is consciousness. Therefore, you know to be in the world, not of the world. That means you show that you're in communication with God by the way that you live, by the way that you talk. You understand? By the things that you desire, your wants. And like I say, remember, God is what? Consciousness. So it's all about based off your perspective, how you're thinking about these things, how you're viewing these things. We getting too lost behind this money and these cars, and we thinking, and these big booty women and these big muscular men, and we thinking this is what life consists of. We got it wrong, y'all. This ain't what life consists of. This is not what it's about. We're not here for this. We've been tricked into these wants. We've been tricked into this way of living, thinking this is what things have to be. No, y'all. You have to give your mind back. You have to give your mind back. Understand? How do you do that? Remembering. You have to give your piece of light back. You have to give your mind back. Like I told you, that consciousness, that sun has been broken up. And we the consciousness, we the little pieces of that consciousness that makes up that one sun. So you have to give your piece back by remembering. To remember. What's a member? To be a member of something, I mean, it's a group. If you're a member of something, I mean, it's a group of y'all. So to remember, to rewind, remind, to go back. Remember who you are. Remember who you are. Where you at and what you're doing and what's the purpose of life. What's the true purpose of life? Give your light back. And you do that by changing your perspective. Change the way that you're viewing things. Although they see, they can't see. Although people looking out here and they see what's going on, they don't truly see. Because you can only see based off your knowing. You see with your mind. You can only see based off the frequency you on. And the thoughts you have frequently put you on a certain frequency. So life is about what do you know? What do you understand about life? You understand? That's it. We are here to collect conscious. We are here to collect data. We are here to collect information. To raise our frequency. That's what heaven is. Heaven and hell. Hell is a low state of mind, a low frequency. That means you're thinking at your lower state. You're in your lower chakra. You're thinking. You're just caught up in this physical, solid, condensed world. And that's how far your mind goes. So like I say, like Bruce Lee say, to empty your cup and then to refill it is to refill it with knowledge, to raise your frequency. So now you could be in the state where you are now in commune with God. That's the heavenly kingdom. And that's how you bring heaven on earth, because once you're in the heavenly kingdom, by educating your mind on who you are and where you at, that puts you on a certain frequency and the body follows the mind. So if you know better, you do better. Think about it, y'all. If you know better, you do better, because the body follows the mind. The body do what the mind do because the mind is giving you the illusion that you even have that body. Because remember, it's all about perspective. You are living within a projection. So your mind is telling you that you have that body. Your mind has got you feeling like you in this big old world, and you're not realizing that you're projecting this big old world from within. So if I'm projecting this big old world from within, think about how powerful that mind needs to be, how powerful that mind is. Think about how important it is to be having the correct information within your mind, within your, right? So you can change that angle, you can have that angle and that perspective. Although they hear, they can't hear. Although they see, they can't see. This is all mental talk. Because you have to know you have to be on a certain frequency to even hear correctly, to even read correctly. You could read something, but based off your frequency, you're not truly getting what you need to get. You're not decoding that information. You're just reading it. It's a difference from reading something and decoding something. It's a difference from watching something and decoding something. Because remember, decoding, don't that make more sense? If everything is electricity, if everything is based off your genetic code, it's all based off projection and light, electricity. If we're receiving signals, life is only about, right, the 5 senses, which is electrical signals. So is we supposed to be reading things, or are we supposed to be decoding things? Is we supposed to be watching things, or are we supposed to be decoding things? Meaning looking at it, you watch stuff from your mind. You're supposed to be watching it from a perspective. You're supposed to be reading it from a perspective, from a knowing, from an understanding. Because that's what God is. God is that understanding. God is that knowing. God is that balance, that knowing, that understanding, that consciousness. That's store your treasures into where thieves can't steal. What's your treasures? Your treasures is your knowledge. Because a person can steal anything physical from you. Think about it. From your kids, to your drawers on your butt, to your socks on your feet, to your house you think you're living in. A person can steal that, anything physical from you, but they can't go in your head and take out that information and close it back and say, how you get on about your business. This is your treasure. Giving someone information is like giving them $1 million. If you can receive it properly, if you can receive it with the proper understanding, giving people understanding, letting, right? Knowledge of thyself. Let's get it right, because all information ain't proper information. It's a lot of junk information. So it's the highest information, the highest knowledge of them all is knowledge of thyself. It's understanding truly who you are and where you at. So now you can live based off that knowing, understanding that, okay, woo. Now your perspective can change. You can look at things differently. You can hear things differently. You can say things differently. You can feel things differently because you know differently. You have done that work. You have put that work in. You have put that piece of light back with the one sun. You have put that piece of beer bottle back, right? It ain't got to be a beer bottle. I'm just saying, I'm just using this for example. You just say any type of bottle. You feel me? You're remembering who you are. That's us coming back as one now. Because if you remember, then I remember, then they remember, then this remember. That's why I asked you guys to send that signal back. Share this video. Right? Reflect this knowledge, reflect this information to you, reflect this signal back to me by sharing this video so other cells in the body, right, can be functioning properly within this organism, just like our bodies. That's why we do the things we do. Because, right, the body can either be at ease or dis-ease. Meaning the body can either be balanced or imbalanced. The body can either be functioning or dysfunctioning. And that depends on the cells in your body. That's why we're supposed to be eating properly, thinking properly, so the cells can continue to work for us. You want your cells in your body to work for you, to keep you healthy. So we the cells that's supposed to be working for that light, to keep that light, to keep Earth healthy. Keep this life, this body, this organism healthy. We're supposed to be doing it. We're living life inside of life, inside of life, inside of life, infinitely. The way our cells are living within our body is the same way we're supposed to be living within this body. Communicating, sending signals, Every cell in your body sending signals to each cell to keep your body functioning. You get a cut, ooh, your cells is communicating with that to let your other cells know, hold on, we have an invader. Bacteria, dirt trying to get in us, hold on, we have an invader, so we communicate and boost to know when to kick in the immune system and know how to boo to get there and have that seal back up. And this is all communication within the cells. How you think your body heals itself? How do you think your body heals itself? It's through the electrical signals. It's through your functioning of your cells. And we're the cells in this body, y'all. That's how we heal. That's how we heal. That's how we heal. That's how we heal the body. By sending electrical signals. Because that's all we're doing anyway. We just say we chopping it up. We put our slang on it, man. We just chopping it up. We cool. We just chopping. We just talking. We just rapping. But truthfully, we're sending electrical signals because life is only about the 5 senses, which is electrical signals. Sight, touch, taste, smell, feel, right? These is all electrical signals, y'all. That's why I say, we have to understand where we at, man. Let it all go. Let it go. Let it go so you can gain it all. Right? You're stopping yourself. You're stopping your own growth by holding on to physical things, material things. Let it go. You let that go, then you will gain it all. Because it's all based off understanding. It's all based off perspective. And everything that you think you got is only being projected from your mind. Right? Think about that. Everything is within the mind. So it's about how you're viewing that thing, y'all. Change your mind. Change your perspective. Remember who you are. Put your piece of light back with that sun. You feel me? Put your piece of light back with that sun. And you do that by remembering. And you only remember by educating your mind. Truly. Knowledge of thyself. Learn who you are. Truly. Learn where you at. Truly. So you can put your piece back. That's how we become one. It ain't about us holding hands and we all in circles talking about cool. And that ain't becoming one. To become one is to put your piece of light back. Put your peace of mind back to that consciousness. Which is that sun. That's what God is. That expression. The sun is that expression of that one, that all one, that one sun. That holy sun. You understand? Just think about it.